got mileage. That got mileage. Condo down in college. I got all this knowledge. They can never stop me.
Alright, we're recording.
Yo.
Camera looks good.
Perfect.
I think that we're ready to go. This first question I got for you, what have you been up to since our last interview?
The last one we did was at college. I remember it like it was yesterday. But I've been working on my project, which I just recently released, Wrld On Fire. And this project is like a culmination of everything I've been working on for the past 4 years. So it's, you know, it has a new vibe to it. It's very conceptual. And then since then, I've been working on hella singles, trying to get in contact with new people and really just build my networking, you know, just talking to new people and building on my life, you know. Every day this summer, I've been going to the gym. I've been just, you know, focusing on my mental. It's really important. Just trying to better all aspects of my life while grinding the most I can on my music. That's where I've been, you know. I've also been keeping a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I'm not trying to show everyone what I'm up to. I'm trying to surprise you rather than relay you with the info right away. So I'm excited, and more excited than I think I show off. That's what's the beauty of it.
I noticed that you recently dropped your project, Wrld On Fire. You were just talking about it.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Okay, so Wrld On Fire, like I said earlier, it's 3 parts. Each of the parts has a different vibe to it. I've been really influenced by the rage music scene, an up-and-coming sound within hip-hop. So there's a part regarding rage music, and that's where you go to Rage World. That's where the people who are creative, who they're not afraid to express themselves, they go to Rage World. But in the middle of that is Purgatory. That's where people who are stuck in their head trying to better themselves go. And then last is Inferno. That's where all the haters go. That's where the people who try to bring you down for no benefit go. It's basically hell on earth. So the idea I wanted to bring with this project was have a bit of an influence with biblical references and, you know, the journey between hell, you know, purgatory and heaven. I wanted to get that and best encapsulate that as I could in a project without making it seem, you know, some might say corny, some may say, you know, tried too hard on it. Just wanted to make the album bang, but at the same time it has really like a good meaning to it, you know. So that's what it's about, and there's more to discover behind the lines and behind the production. The whole thing was produced by me, just engineered, mixed and mastered, so I take a lot of pride in that, and I hope people enjoy and can see myself and the music I made within that project.
This next question I got for you, what inspired you to create the album?
I'll say a thing that inspired me was just trying something new. Prior to this project, I've had 3 projects come out regarding like EPs, even albums, but they never had a cohesive flow to them. They didn't have an overarching meaning. I wanted to try something that was different, and it also was planned. I wanted to try something where it's like I brought a project into the world that wasn't just a culmination of songs that I liked. I wanted to be more of that, more than that. So that's what I did in this project, and more inspiration, I'd say, or just the freedom that artists I listen to, that they express in their music and trying new things. So, you know, there's always Cardi. I think any new artist is gonna get that comparison to Cardi, but he's really like a pioneer for new sounds. I wanna see myself fitting that position too. I do see myself there. So Cardi is a huge influence, especially trippy with the synth, that rage area. That's something that people haven't heard before. So I was definitely heavily inspired by that. And then last would be Juice WRLD. The melodies that he has in it just brought another level of emotion to his music. It would be cool to merge hype, going crazy music with emotion and really how you feel about yourself, how you feel about the world. So those would be my top 3 inspirations by far, yeah.
Okay. What was your favorite moment in the studio while you were recording this album?
Okay, so my favorite moment itself wasn't just one thing that happened. I had a blast making all 10 of the songs on this project. I just think my favorite moment is looking back and really noticing the work ethic I had during this project. Like, I developed each of the 10 tracks all together over a period of 2 to 3 weeks, but the way I did it was step by step. It was like I was following a roadmap or a journey from start to finish. So the idea I have in this project from the 3 different parts, you know, like heaven, limbo, and hell, the way I knew that it would be best expressed was if I followed that route myself. And that's the journey I took. I made them hype songs first. You know, I didn't continue until I knew it was where I wanted it to be. And then I went into limbo, where it's more love expressed songs, really emotional. And then Inferno, where it's just anger, where it's, you know, exposing and confronting the worst parts of yourself to get to, you know, like heaven. That's the journey I took on this project, and I just say, looking back, overall, the whole process of making this project is what I enjoyed the most. You know, it's hard to isolate a single moment. That would definitely be what my mind's going to.
So you more so look back at the experience as a whole, and you're like, all right, this is what I loved. I am always striving for an experience like that.
Exactly. It felt so organic. The music I was making, I also was allowed to incorporate new things. So I have a new mic setup, a whole new dimension of my production I focused on bringing into my music, and I definitely executed it in a satisfiable and like a great way that I wanted to.
I'm the trending topic, yeah, trending topic, I be on some other shit, man, they can't stop me, I be on some other.
This next question I got for you, what were some challenges that you faced during the conception of this album?
Okay, challenges would not be with the music itself. It was more about the mindset I was in. Because most of the time, you know, past year I've been at school. So me coming back home, the challenges I faced were more mental. It was about me getting back into that work ethic. But this is the most comfortable place I have. This is like me feeling like I already succeeded, but needing to still prove myself. A good comparison would be an artist who blows up and you're like, what happened to their grind, right? I felt like that. Like I'm back home in the place I'm more comfortable and where I feel myself. Now, how do I step out of that bubble while I'm still trapped in it in my room? So it was just about getting out of contentness and happiness, because, you know, I'm glad how my music is going right now. It was about wanting more. That was a challenge I had, and I really had to think about why I want more and what my goals and my purpose is. Another thing would be health. You know, I like to keep things in the back, just behind the scenes when it comes to health and mental stuff that I'm going through, besides some of my more emotional songs. But I had a health scare recently, so battling that along with what I wanted to focus on in the music, you know, some days the way I was feeling, I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't like really bring myself to make a song. It made me question how much I wanted it, and looking back, it was stressful, but I'm glad I had that situation happen because I feel better now. I'm just fully like recovered all that, but I'm able to really know why I make my music and how far I'm willing to go to make my music actually happen. So it's like a hard situation you go through, but when you look back, you're like, dang, I might not be as strong as I was if I never encountered that.
Yeah, really one of life's tests.
Yeah, it was a test, definitely, man. Thank you. But
yeah, of course.
Those would be the main challenges. The production, nah, you know, like trying new things. I try to have fun. I'm not trying to like burn myself out and just get discouraged. That's not me. So
what did you learn from Wrld On Fire?
What I learned from Wrld On Fire was that I have a huge amount of potential that I haven't fully tapped into, and my mindset and where my head is, that'll take me to such great lengths because I didn't have a whole group of people behind me to push me to make this project the best it could be. I had myself, and I'm realizing that's all I need, you know, so definitely just be going hard and knowing I can go harder than I have before.
Okay. This next question I got for you, what is your favorite track on the album and why? Okay,
so my favorite track on it, I don't think it is the same as everyone else. People have different opinions, but it would probably be Infinity. That track right there, from start to finish, it's me speaking from the position of someone who was a hater, from someone who was not in a great position to be in. And I have lines in it, you know, trapped in my mind, so I search for a sign. Trying to climb out of hell, so I look to the divine. Cooling off from all this fire, tribulations they perspire. I could have been one to inspire. Instead, I'm paying off my sins until infinity. So that's the price of living a life of hatred and wanting other people to fail. You fail yourself. And I also say in the song, you know, Gagi said I could have been great, you know, like it's almost, I was planting these seeds throughout this project that this is the way you want to live, but you can't know like the consequences of a certain type of lifestyle without showing them. So that's the purpose of that song. And even though the message behind it is, you know, more sinister and it's more not so lighthearted, it holds weight. And I also think I was able to paint an image in that song, because there's talks about this whole part of the project, the bottom 4 songs, Inferno or Hell, Apocalyptic Earth, it's not just like hell on earth, hell on fire. No, this is zombies. This is like monsters, you know, the demons in your head. This is them coming to life and chasing you until your head's off your body. Like, that's the image I was trying to portray. So I feel like I did a great job with just showing, you know, the zombies that are chasing me right now are the, you know, they're not the exact people, but they're the people who I doubted. They're the people who I looked down on. Now they're coming back to get me. So it's karma. Everything comes back around, and I think that song is probably one of my better songs I've ever made, just for the content. The production bangs too. Don't forget about that. I love the beat. That shit goes crazy. And also just the image I was able to paint, you know. It's cool.
Sweet. This next question I got for you. I noticed on the very last track that you mentioned you didn't curse on this project at all.
Yes, sir.
What was your reasoning behind that?
Okay, so on Eternal, I mentioned, you know, I didn't curse once in this project. I also talk about God and Allah and, you know, us having the same thought, same ideas, but separating them between religions. The reason I didn't want to curse in this project was I just felt like there was a lot of material pertaining to stuff that's pretty substantial in people's life, religion, and biblicality, if that's the word, you know, about the Bible.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to curse out of respect. That was one thing. I also didn't want to curse because I wanted to try something new. And sometimes as an artist, when you're making lines, especially punching in, a curse word is a good crutch. It's just easy to throw in a F-bomb, whatever. I'm still working on not cursing anymore since the project. So I wanted to really go out of my comfort zone and connect lines and formulate bars just without cursing and using easy ways out. You know, it was more respect and trying something new. So, and I'm happy how it turned out too, because you can listen to this project with your mom. If she goes to church every Sunday and you know she likes Christian church music, put it on, like, see something. She'll know what it's talking about, and it's not explicit, but the content within the project is mature. You have to have a developed brain to understand what's going on. If you want to read into the project, you can, or if you just want to listen and have a good time, that's there too. That was my idea. Just make it the most accessible to the most amount of people.
What can fans expect from you for the rest of the year as well as beyond?
Okay, from the rest of the year, expect the unexpected. Whatever I bring, you're not going to see it coming. That's how it has to be. It's more fun that way. But expect another project before the end of this year. Expect music videos. Expect getting to know more of who I am. Because Gagi has a place in this rap industry, and it's going to be made clear as possible.
All this money changed the people around me. I guess that's the way it is. Portia walk up in my cup, little bitch. You trying to talk down on me, bitch? You stupid. Big lot, hold a 50. Big loss, I know she missed me.
Can y'all stop changing the damn channel?